a very quick video about combining multiple Jupyter notebooks into one notebook in order to submit for homeworks. And there are a couple of ways to do this. I'll talk about two of them. The first is to use copy-paste, and the second one is to use a package called MB merge. Anyway, so here in my root folder, I created 3 homework files, called them homework part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay, so if I open them up, they have very short contents. The first one says it's the first part, the second one says it's the second part with some slightly different calculations, and this one says this is the third part, a third set of calculations and some extra stuff in here. So the first way to combine 2 Jupyter notebooks is just to copy paste one content into another. So to do that, if I want to put my second notebook into the first one, what I need to do is just to select the first one, and then I'll hold down Shift on my keyboard and then click the last one I want to copy over or merge over. And then I'll hit copy cells, and then I can come over to my earlier notebook and make sure that I actually insert an empty cell. Then when this empty cell is selected, I'll just go edit, paste. Where is paste? Anyway, I'll just do Control V and or Command V on Mac, and that would just port in part 2. And similarly, I can select the contents I want in the third notebook, and I can do Control C, Command C, and then come here towards the end of the notebook, and then I'll do Control V, and that will port in the third notebook. And then I can save or export this to Jupyter Notebook and do download as Jupyter Notebook, and then I should have that file ready to be submitted. Of course, remember to rename your assignment as homework 1 dash group member number 1, group member number 2, group member number 3. Okay, so that we can assign scores properly when we grade them. Another way to do this is to use a fancier method. So I'm going to select and delete all of this, and to combine our homework 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to use this package called MB merge. MB merge does not come with your Anaconda package that you would have installed following the instructions. So we're going to use this command in Jupyter Notebook to install it. You only need to run this line once and only once, because once it's run, your computer would have this package. And as long as you use the same machine, you would be able to use the following command again and again in the next cell. So here I'm just going to run pip install MB merge. What it does is it installs this package, this Python package, just like SymPy. It's just a different toolkit, and it's used to combine different notebooks. So I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to run this cell. Once it's installed, it will just remind me that I already have this package installed. And then once that's done, I can just type exclamation mark MB merge, and then use quotation marks around the first Jupyter Notebook with extension, space, and then second notebook name, space, third notebook name, and then space, and then the greater sign, and then lastly, around quotation marks, the name of the file that I want to export. So homework 2, group member number 1, group member number 2, group member number 3, .ipymb. And if I run this, you will see that very quickly. If I go back to the folder where these files are stored, I will have a new file. And if I open it up, it will actually combine all the contents of this notebook. Okay, so this is the tutorial. I hope it is helpful. And to remind you again, for those of you who might get a different extension or a different file format than you usually get, go to File, Export, or Download As, and go to Notebook. This way, you will download the file into IPython Notebook or Jupyter Notebook format, as opposed to a JSON file, which we have some troubles opening up. Okay, hope this is helpful.